Hi, you guys. Welcome to Big Tiny Dreams. This is Joni. Y'all may notice I tried doing my makeup today. It may look bad. I haven't worn makeup in years, and I decided, you know what? I used to love makeup when I was younger, and after what I went through with my husband, I didn't wear it for such a long time. So I'm just trying some for fun and some earrings. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna make Olive Garden's Tuscan soup. Now, a lot of you might see other YouTubers make it. I found this recipe. It was one my mother-in-law had gotten out of the newspaper. So I'll show you the copy of the clipping. It's yellowed. I don't even know that I've made it myself. I think she always made it. I don't think I've ever made it myself now that I think about it. But I'm going to try to today. The only thing is it calls for a quart of chicken broth. I make my own chicken stock. I do buy some sometimes, but I remembered I had some in the freezer. I'm like, I might as well use it up because I keep the chicken bones and things from rotisserie chickens. I freeze them, and when it's cool enough to keep the slow cook it all day, then I make it again, which I need to do. But then I don't have any containers if they're already used with frozen chicken broth. So anyway, that being said, I have a container that's like 1.5 quarts, 1.5 liters, 1.5 quarts, something like that. So it's probably going to have a little extra chicken broth, but that'll be okay, right? So anyway, we're going to get with that. I'll show you all the recipe here in a second. So yeah, this is a copy from the newspaper. As you see, it's yellowed. I don't know why. It was in a box of recipes for a long time. If you hear noise in the background, that's the water machine. One of my kids is getting water. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to be making that. Okay, it calls for I think 1.5 cups of onion. So I'm going to chop an onion and start with that. And it says to cut like sausage lengthwise. Basically, I've seen someone do the recipe where they have the sausage and the links, and they'll cut it open and get the sausage out. I just bought mild sweet sausage. I think that's what it was from Walmart. So that's what I'm going to be using, but I'm going to do the onions first. Okay, y'all gonna see in the video, I got shorts on because, I rarely film from the waist down. So yeah, it's kind of like those at-home workers during the pandemic. They could wear their pajama pants and a nice shirt. So why not? Okay, I've got a stock pot out because I'm going to be doing the sausage, but I think I got to do the onions first. There's a piece of dust in here. So anyway, we're going to start with the onion. Make it a heck of a lot easier. Now, I keep the skins to the onion for my bone broth that I make. Let me just peel some of that off and put it to the side for when I do my bone broth. And just move that over there. That's going to be a bit big for that. So let's cut them in little smaller pieces. I think it wants 1.5 cups. I'm not going to measure. See how that does? Oop. See, you get the little pieces like that. It just makes things a whole lot easier. My mother-in-law had one of a different brand that was flatter, and it was so hard to push down. This one's a good brand. It's Mueller, I think. And I am not sponsored by them. As I said, my channel is too small. Why isn't this staying on here good? There we go. Yeah, my channel is really small. Y'all can help make it bigger if you want. Okay. I might just speed this up. That are stuck. See, it does nice little pieces. Some of them aren't totally broken up, but they'll be fine once I put them in some oil. Okay, hopefully y'all can see that. I got a light over it. Hopefully the camera doesn't, you know, zoom in and out like I saw it do in the last video, but I'm going to get some. I have avocado oil. I don't have olive oil, so let me go get some. Okay, I'm not measuring the oil. I'm just going to, you know, glop some in there, whatever you want to call it. That may be too much. It may be too little. I'm not sure. But I'm going to get my onions and hold on. Oh, look at this. So let's get the onions in there. And then I'm going to use the same chopper for my potatoes, but I'm going to use the one for bigger pieces. Now, my mother-in-law, she used the little slicer thing from the KitchenAid mixer, and it would make them, you know, little pieces almost like potato chip size. But I've seen, you know, so I thought that's how it was done, but other people kind of chop their potatoes, so I think that's what I'll do with mine. So we're going to do this till the onions get translucent and soft, and then we're going to add the garlic. So 1.5 cups of onion. That's just like, I don't know, medium, somewhat large onion. I'm going to pause it and we'll get back with you. Okay, while the onion is cooking there, I'm going to put this new one in. There we go. And chop the potatoes. Let me see. This side up. Okay. Tuck that in. I may still have some residual piece of onion in this, but I'm not worried about that. Okay, it says 2 medium potatoes. I'm just going to do like this. But look at the pieces. Now some of them come out longer because of the thickness, but there we go. Let's go back to the onion. Oh wait, can you see that? There we go. Okay, the onion is just about, I must be the clumsiest cook there is. I have a tall pan, stock pot, and I still managed to flop onion out on the floor. So I will have to get that afterwards. But it's smelling like onion, so it's beginning to look a little translucent. Maybe not quite as soft as it should be, so hold on, and I'll get the garlic. This is what I got from Walmart, so it's a pound. I don't know if that's how much I'm supposed to use or not. Oh, I need to put the garlic in. Hold on, let me wash my hands. All right, let's put the garlic in. I hope this doesn't mess up the camera. I can't see what the camera's doing. Oh, that smells good. I'm just going to cook that for a minute or two and then add the sausage. Okay, let's put the sausage in there. Take the wrap off of it. My broth apparently is still frozen, so I'm going to put it in the microwave while I cook this. Okay, let's break up the sausage. I do have one of those meat chopper things, but I'm going to see if I can just do it with this because I don't feel like dirtying up a bunch of utensils if I don't have to. Let that cook and then break it up some more. Hopefully y'all can see that. Y'all hear that noise? That's my microwave going to keep thawing out my broth, which might be turkey broth, but you know, it doesn't matter. I remember my grandma, it was my kid's grandma, my mother-in-law would make this, and she would use turkey broth all the time, like leftover from Thanksgiving, and she'd add turkey in it to go along with the sausage and all that. But I'm just making mine with the sausage. I got the Himalayan pink salt. One of these days I'm going to get better at filming this, but it might not be today. Some pepper. And I'm going to add just a little bit of red pepper flake, just to kick it up a notch. The chicken broth's in the microwave. I'm still melting it. It should be done here shortly. I'm going to pour what I have in there before it overflows in the dish. So I'm going to show y'all that. Then I add the potatoes, bring it to a boil before I do the other stuff, which I'll be cutting kale in the meantime. I forgot about that. So here we go. I have a huge thing of broth in the microwave that I'm thawing out. There's a lot in there, so I'm just going to take out and pour off what I can and then put the rest back in to finish melting it. So I'm going to show pouring that. Then we're going to cut the kale. Oh, and put the potatoes in. Okay, now we're going to pour some broth in. It's not totally thawed yet. I got to finish thawing the rest. It calls for, I think, 1.5 or 1 quart, but this is 1.5, so it's going to make a little bit more than usual. Okay, I'm supposed to add the potatoes. I got more broth defrosting in there, so I'm going to add the potatoes for now. It says to bring to a boil. That way these can be cooking, and I can always add the rest of the broth. It's supposed to have not quite that much broth anyway, and I believe this is turkey broth. I didn't label it. I just know it's broth, but I know it's as I said, my mother-in-law used to use turkey broth and leftover turkey to put in it as well. So I'm going to let that simmer. Then I'm going to bring y'all over here while I chop the kale. Okay, I washed a bowl, rinsed a bowl out here to do my kale, and calls for 2 cups. I just pulled that one out. I washed the kale, but I forget. I think you're supposed to just be able to pull it off here, and then I'll chop it up. Okay, I'm done waiting for this to go through the microwave. I'm just going to dump the whole thing because it can cook in there. Ah, it's splashing. And I'm just going to let that come to a boil with the potatoes and turn it down to simmer, get the potatoes done. Then I'll come back to add the heavy cream and the kale, and we'll see how it tastes. It looks like it is bubbling. I probably ought to turn this down. The potatoes, I don't think are tender enough yet, probably. Let me check. Let's see. They're going to need to cook a little bit longer. So I'm going to put the lid on it. Okay, I'm going to add the greens now. This is 2 cups of the kale. Let me get it all. I'm going to let that wilt a minute. Then I'm going to add, calls for 1/3 cup of heavy cream. I think I went just a little bit over, but I think it'll be okay. Oh, almost forgot. Bacon. Okay, the timer went off. I might have overcooked it there a little, but I had it simmering all right. That looks really good. It's got the bacon in it, and it'd probably be good with some garlic bread. I didn't make any, but I'm going to fix the bowl and let y'all see how it tastes. I feel like I need a bigger spoon. This one was my mother-in-law, so we'll just use it. Oh, the kale's sticking there. That should be plenty. Okay, here's my bowl of soup. I don't know if y'all can see that steam. It's really hot, so might take a minute before I can take a bite. Let me see. Ooh. Gonna fog up my glasses. Oh man, the bowl's hot. That's good. It's a lot how like I remember it. Except my mother-in-law didn't use she didn't use the mild Italian sausage. She would use like your ground breakfast sausage in the tubes that were raw and you cook them, which was good like that. But my daughter was like, "Well, Mom, it is Italian," so because I was like, "Which one you want me to get?" So we got the. I think one of them's coming out now, but we got the Italian one. I'm going to try and take another bite with the kale, potato, and the sausage. Try not to burn myself. Yeah, my mother-in-law didn't do the chunks of potato, and we liked it like that. But I just didn't feel like dealing with that today. Mm. Mm. Hot. My teeth are sensitive. One thing she would make with this is like fresh cornbread. And we didn't make the kind with sugar in it. We get the coarse ground cornmeal. She gets some special ordered from somewhere that was like very coarse ground. And I think you just did like your baking soda, baking powder, buttermilk. I don't know if she put egg in hers. Oil. But I think I made it like her recipe once. I decided to put some egg in it to, I don't know, bind it more. And you do it in the cast iron skillet. Now, her oil would go in hers, but I remember my mother heating up oil in the cast iron skillet. I don't know if she poured some into the batter first, but I remember her dumping the whole thing into the, because you heat up the cast iron skillet, she'd put it in the oven to heat up the oil and then put the cornbread mix over it. And I loved it without the sugar. As a matter of fact, I'm not really into the sugar kind. I like the stone ground coarse cornmeal cornbread with butter on it once it's hot out of the oven. And when you put it in that hot cast iron skillet that has the hot oil, it crisps up the bottom really nice. and you put some real butter on that and have it with the soup. That's what she would do. But I didn't make any cornbread. It's kind of late. I would love to have some cornbread with this right now. I know that may not be an Italian thing to do. Maybe it's a Southern thing to do. I don't know, but it'd be good. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos, please subscribe. I'm very close to my 200. It's been a year now. I'm trying to grow my channel. I see a lot of new people are viewing and all, so it'd be nice if y'all subscribe. Thank you so much, and you guys be blessed. Bye.